Hello, ladies. We're back for part 3. You may hear some pounding, and that's just my fiance. He's working on something, so he's pounding away with the hammer. But I'm gonna put this aside. I just wanted to show you again. I'm in love with it. I'm glad I kept going with it. But I picked out some papers. So I just want to show you the selection of papers I have. So I have a couple sheets of this blue stationery. This, I don't know if you can see it on there, but it's in yellow print. It's flowers. I really don't know if you guys can see it because I can't see it on my screen. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. So that's good. Glad you can see it. Then I have some sprayed papers. I just sprayed my homemade inks on them. So I did a few pink and yellow and blue and green. Then I have these. Then some old vintage ledger paper. Some coffee stained, of course. Some bookend pages I may or may not put in there. I'm not sure yet. And then just some more copy paper that I sprayed. These are out of a recipe books. And then, so, of course, we gotta have some music paper. But I wanted to put more coffee stained and writing paper in here than anything, I guess. So I'm going to grab the coffee stained right now. And what I'm going to do with that is tear it like this. I just have this as a reference. I may do that to most of the papers, but some I'll leave straight. But I want it to be grungy. So I have those two, and all I do is take my paper and I just eyeball it. So I know, so right about there I want to tear, and right about there, and then, maybe a ½ inch off the side. So I'm just going to messily do that all around. Yeah, I want like texture. I want texture. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to save these pieces. I probably should because I took the time to coffee stain them, but I have enough scraps. Trust me. So I'm just going to do that to the rest of these coffee stain pages. I could probably do 2 at a time. That might cut down on the number that I have to rip. I know something's telling me to save these pieces, but I have so many scraps. Because coffee staining is labor intensive. Well, it takes a while to do. So I just got a couple more sheets here. I have to do them one by one, or fold them one by one, but I can rip them. Look at this cool one. I laid some lace on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got the imprint of the lace. Cool, and there was a heart doily I used. Okay, so I'm just going to do that and I'll be back. I just realized that my phone was the long ways, so I don't know if it changed now because I did it sideways, so I don't know. And I didn't put this to where I could see the time. Okay, now I can. I can see the time and keep track so that I don't go over. Well, it won't let me go over it. It'll cut off. But so I decided I'm going to save a couple of these. I can do some paper ruffles with them. So I will save a little bit. So that's what that looks like. I love that look. And it's going to look really neat in here, I think. If it doesn't, I can always switch it out and save these for another project. But so I decided my page size is going to be 6 3/4 by 5 1/2 folded. These ones I wanted to leave the long way, but I think I'm going to do them this way. And I think I want 2 signatures. So these ones I'm just going to leave like this, and I'm going to crinkle them up. Just like that. Because I want texture. So just like that. You can wrinkle them more or whatever, but... And these ones, I love the feel of this paper. I just love it. It's thin, but it almost has like bumps on it, little bumps. It's neat. I'm going to do the same to these. Just crinkle them up a little bit. Alright, so now for these, I think I'm going to fold this way. The long way. And then I'll show you what I'll do. So I'm also going to do that to these. Whoops, I put a hole in that one, I think. Or no, I didn't. I felt like I did. Yeah, I did, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go with it. Because I may end up covering it with something, so... Grungy, textured, fluffy, lacy, frilly. These, I think I'm just going to fold like this, like I had it here, so that they go like that. These are the perfect height, too. Okay. And then these ledger, I think I might fold them tri-fold too. They're so pretty. Pretty and aged. about there. And there. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you what I was going to do with these. So I'm just going to do like I did with the coffee stain paper. And, well, I'm not going to rip around the perimeter, but I'm going to just at the bottom. And I may use these pieces too, so I'll hold right on to those. Oops. I have a feeling they're going to be fat signatures. I tried to go small in my signatures, but it always ends up that I don't do that. And I don't know about these end papers. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. So I'm just going to set them aside for now. And then I have these 2 music pages. And I want them to be upright. Or like, so that you can look at it this way. And I'm just going to rip it in half. Just like that. I may crinkle these a little bit, but trying to be a little more gentle because they are vintage and they're thin, so I'm just trying to be a little easier with them so that I don't rip them. My favorite look on these is when I do gesso, and I do the white gesso and then the tinted gesso that I have that I added Vintage Photo to, or ground espresso, and so it makes it a brown tint. Put that over the white and then do some stenciling on it. That's my favorite thing to do on the music paper. So I may do something like that too. So with these already, I think it's going to be quite fat. But I do have a couple more pages to add. And I have these cookbook pages. And just gonna do that to most of the pages. Where am I on time? 13 minutes? Okay, I'm just going to finish these 2 pages. And, well, I guess I can keep going. I really like this. So, I'm going to just do this at the bottom. And then cut the top. Rip the top. I love the font on this too. This, out of this recipe book. Or cookbook, I mean. I think it was Oriental Cooking or... Oh, I had these too. I just sprayed these. And I'm going to rip these ones too. I'll keep those ones for some ruffles too. Or something. We'll use them for something. Okay. So this is what we got. And I don't have really any rhyme or reason. I just try to distribute the papers evenly through my signatures. I'm just putting those over at the side where you can't see, but they're there. They are there. So, what am I going to start with? What do I want to start with? I may have to get a pretty page to be my beginning, but I think I'm going to start with the music paper. And a coffee stain. So I want 2 signatures. And then maybe a recipe. Why do I keep calling it a recipe? It's a cookbook. And this blue. Another coffee stain. A ledger. I still gotta put one of those in there. What haven't I used? This, another music. Oh, I haven't used one of these yet. I think I want to rip the top of this. There we go. So how many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I do want to... What was I going to say? It was important. I can't remember. Oh well, it'll come back to me. Alright. Oh. Where did I put the... Why am I not seeing it? Oh. Because I didn't open it. I gotta open it up. Isn't that weird? That thought went right out of my head as soon as I thought of it. I love the grungy look. I just love it. All the texture. So I think I'm done. Oh, no. I gotta put one of these in there. I think I'm done with this signature. Oh, yeah. I do want to put some envelopes, I think, in here, too. So, so here's our second signature. I'm getting up on time, so I think... Oh, I still didn't put this in. All right. Let's get this in there. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Yeah, and I think I'll get some pretty paper to use for the very front. So, meaning pattern paper. You know, the 12 by 12 pattern paper. Okay, and then we'll use a piece of this. Oh, I didn't use a piece of that in there, so I'm just going to set that over there. Okay, and then how about some of this? And then another coffee stained. And then a blue. Did I use all my, I did, didn't I? All my recipe pages. Okay, that's all right. Our ledger, I might end up ripping that. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Wow. Come on. How am I doing? Oh, I'm running out of time, guys. But, yeah. So, that's kind of how I'm preparing my papers for the signatures. So, we have 2 signatures. And they will go in like this and fluff it all up. And it will look amazing. So, on the next video, we'll sew the, or not sew it in, but we'll do our papers, staining and stenciling and all kinds of stuff. Okay? All right. Thank you for coming. I will see you in the next video. Bye.